Hi, everyone. So we're going to be talking about body positivity and social media, especially as it relates to mental health. So I'm Ciara.
And I'm Noemie.
And we're both from Each Mind, and I'll give a quick introduction to that first. So basically, Each Mind is a youth-run organization to change the mindset on mental health by enriching dialogue, advocating for policy reform, and making treatment accessible for all. So we have some exciting things coming up. Namely, issue 1 of our magazine is going to release next week, and we are having events throughout October. Also, our team applications for writing and art are coming up. So some of the ways you can get connected is by following us on Instagram, and also you can scan our QR code, which gets you to our link tree. And so there you'll find our website, which is eachmind.org. And some like blog post, and even one about what we're talking about right now, which is body positivity and influencers' role in that.
Yeah, so about body image and mental health. So body standards can be really harmful because they say that a certain body type is healthy and a certain body type is desirable and what everybody should have. And so everyone who doesn't have that body type can result in them having low self-confidence and them believing that they look bad and need to change the way that they look in order to be desirable. And so this can result in them dieting and working out excessively. And so that can be really damaging, and it can lead to eating disorders, and it can lead to harming their physical and mental health, especially their self-confidence, and how they see themselves.
Great. Okay, so next we're going to talk about how unrealistic and portrayals of bodies on social media harm body image and negatively influence body standards. So a lot of celebrities frequently post pictures about their bodies, and there's this real culture about like being perfect on social media, which causes celebrities to photo edit and airbrush their pictures. And often this kind of creates an image that doesn't have a lot of the kind of aspects of bodies that we all have, like stretch marks or anything else that is not deemed like absolutely perfect and spotless. So this creates this image of being perfect all the time, which is something that people think celebrities are, but in fact, they're human like the rest of us. And then also, a thing that's often overlooked is how these celebrities have access to a lot of resources that not everyone has. So they have like a personal trainer, oftentimes a gym, and like ultra healthy or kind of like really expensive food that's not really accessible to a lot of people. So creating this without kind of acknowledging these factors makes it seem like this body is perfectly attainable if you just subscribe to their like workout method or something like that, when in fact there's a lot of other factors that go into it. And then also, a lot of celebrities do get plastic surgery done, and namely Kylie Jenner, and they kind of neglect to be upfront about this. And it's not to say that getting plastic surgery is bad. It should be more accepted. But if they neglect to tell people about this, it makes it seem like this is a body type that they can perfectly get. And it kind of just misleads people into thinking that this is something attainable for them, when in fact, it's got the aid of a surgeon. So this is really dangerous. Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
This is a very like dangerous slope to not tell the fans about these other factors that go into their body.
Yeah, something else that can mislead people a lot is when celebrities endorse products, because that makes their followers and fans believe that if they consume that product, like a tea or a drink or a gummy or something like that, then that the person will look exactly like the celebrity, just through that product, when really that's not true. That's just one product, and often those products are to promote weight loss, and they have a lot of side effects that the celebrities completely disregard in order to try to sell them. Um, and so that can be really harmful, because then the followers use that product and may experience the side effects, or have lower self-esteem because they don't get the body that they thought they would just by using that product. And then celebrity activism is another really big part of celebrities on social media, because they're the celebrities that endorse products or that Photoshop and that aren't upfront about it with their fans. And there are also the celebrities that are good activists for against body shaming. And so I have three examples here. There's Jamila Jamil, Selena Gomez, and Chrissy Teigen. And these are all celebrities who speak out mostly on social media against body shamers, and they support all the different kinds of bodies. So for example, Selena Gomez, she had a vital kidney transplant, and she has scars from that. And so she has had to fight back against a lot of body shamers because of those scars. And so she's spoken out about that. And then Jamila Jamil, she created a movement called I Weigh, and she created petitions, and just has been in general very active on social media, um, to um, to go against body shamers. And this is really important because these celebrities are people that people look up to very often, and often these people are teenagers, and so since teenagers are constantly seeing these people, when the celebrities support all kinds of bodies and support these kinds of movements, the teenagers are more likely to have higher self-confidence, and they're more likely to accept themselves and their bodies.
Yeah, and this also ties into what we can do. So some of the things that we can do is kind of to not shame people for their body type. So this is really fundamental, but extremely important. And oftentimes there's kind of this acceptance of calling people fat or calling people skinny, um, which is just something that shouldn't be done. It's like kind of um, just something that shouldn't be commented on, is not really something to point out because it's their body type and it's not something that should just be like in conversation all the time.
And it's unnecessary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Instead, we should use like kind of be positive about all body types and just use like body neutral language that doesn't necessarily say, oh, you're so skinny or you're so like thick or something like that. Instead, just being like, you look beautiful is a much more healthy and kind of forward thinking and more fulfilling comment than kind of just commenting on physical appearance. Um, Along with that is kind of the discussion about fat versus skinny shaming. So with fat shaming, it's something that often carries a lot more weight in society because people that are deemed fat are unfortunately excluded from job opportunities and are also associated with negative stereotypes like being lazy, when in fact this has no correlation. And skinny shaming is also a huge problem and it can definitely affect people's self-esteem, but there's not really a standardized discrimination for people that are deemed skinny, whereas people that are deemed fat, it can have a lot more impact on how they're received in society. Um,
Yeah.
sorry. So the
I
next,
just
okay, so the next thing is about like being realistic about what bodies can look like. So instead of kind of thinking that everybody has to look like skinny or something like celebrities look like, being realistic means kind of celebrating everybody for who they are, and not really delving into this social media mindset about kind of like being perfect and not having any flaws in the way you look. And the next is kind of to stop using language that equivalates skinny with healthy, because this kind of is often kind of like the common view of many people, that being skinny automatically means that you're healthy, and being slightly overweight means that you're not healthy, even if you work out and even if you're eating healthy foods. So kind of associating this automatically with someone's health is a dangerous mindset to have.
Yeah, and Lizzo spoke out about this too. Because she works out like every day, but people still call her fat and fat shame her all the time, even though she's healthy and she eats healthy and she works out, and so her body type doesn't have to do any like it's there's nothing wrong with it because she's still healthy.
Yeah. Um, and along with that is kind of following influencers that are realistic about body image and are not kind of misleading with like promoting products or body shaming others. And so we can use our power as followers on social media to kind of create this ripple effect of standing up to body shaming and negative body image.